Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, the best 3rd/4th tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, coming at you with a pretty fun team actually, featuring Falinks. So if you're new to this channel, I appreciate you hit that subscribe button, and for all those watching, I appreciate if you hit that thumbs up and comment below. It really helps get the video out. I've noticed that asking last video, I noticed a big difference between that and the previous video, so it does work. So I appreciate if you hit that button, help me out. But Falinks is a was spawning everywhere, and it didn't have an evolution. So I was like, I don't know how good it's going to be in this Great League. And then I was going through PvPoke. I was just like, I want to try something random. Like, let's just go down the list of their top 100. And Phalanx was like number 60 something. So I looked at it and I'm like, counter superpower Mega Horn. So it's a pure fighter. So you got your fighting there, and fighters are generally good in this league, right? Because you have Bastiodon, you have Galarian Stunfisk, and you have your Darks. So automatically, fighters are already pretty good in this league. And then you have Meghorn, which has some coverage on Psychics. So I was like, okay, it could work. So I'm like, what is it weak to? Okay, so it's weak to... it is weak to Psychic, right? Even though you can hit super effective with the Meghorn, you are just going to get obliterated. So you need something like a Ghost. So I put it with Jellicent. And I'm like, well, you're probably also going to be weak, both of you, to grass to a certain extent and flyers. So I needed to pair it with something to deal with that. So a Ninetales as a ice type dealt with that. So I did pretty decent with this team. Again, it's pretty early, so it's tough to tell how decent is decent at this point. But it was a pretty strong team. It was a pretty fun team. It was probably of all teams I've run so far, it's been the most fun team to run. And you're going to see some unexpected KOs here. So let's take a look at the battles here and see how they played out. So first we have a Galvantula. So I know we're going to get to, so I don't know many counts, but I know we were to get to the move at the same time. So they decide to bank the move and get out. So I'm going to come with my Jellicent here. If they have Play Rough, so I was like, this is a pretty good matchup for me. But then I'm like, if they have Play Rough versus my Shadow Ball, we're actually pretty evenly matched here. We get to the moves around the same time. I think I outpace a little bit, but it's still going to take 2 Shadow Balls, and it's going to take 2 Play Roughs to take me out. So they're already at the second Play Rough here. So I know I can take one more, but I'm just going to shield it up anyways because they're not going to bait. And I know that they're probably just going to return it in favor. And even if they don't, I know I can take 2. I know it's going to take 3 for both of us to take each other out, or maybe 2 plus chip damage. So they come in here and snipe. So that's a really good play by their part. I think because I have a move, I'm going to bank it and come in here. Or I'm going to try and take this out first. I guess that makes sense. Try and take this out, and I do. So I'm going to come in here, snipe that, and now I'm loaded with energy here for whatever comes in. This is bothering me. So it is a Skarmory. So this is not bad because these ice moves are doing neutral because it's flying, which takes super effective, and steel, which is resisted. So I get a couple off. I can get one more off. So this is not bad because this will put it pretty low. And then if they don't shield, which they do shield, so they're going to need to throw a move, or else I'm going to get to, and they bank it. So that's okay because I can hopefully get to, I cannot. So I have 2 options here. I can come in with the Phalanx and get ahead on counters, or I can come in with the Jellicent. So I'm like, let's go, Phalanx. Let's see what you got. So I come in here, and the counters didn't do too bad. So I'm like, okay, let's just throw the superpower, get this out of here. Because it's all resisted, right? Because it's half fairy, but still does enough to take it out. So there we go. Now I'm coming here. I need to get a move off because I think a Sky Attack would take me out. I think my opponent made a mistake here because they throw a Brave Bird just to like make sure I'm out. But now, because they're half steel, this would take neutral, and I'm able to just counter down. So Phalanx coming in, taking out Azu and Skarmory for me, which is great. So this is the one I think I sneak in the extra Powder Snow because I know, I always go for the extra move, especially that you're going to lose CMP to Galvantula. So it's always worth going for it, and they lunge me, which is fine because it's still probably going to take 2 Powder Snows, 2 Weather Balls anyways to take this out. So that's fine. Then I'm going to go back to back here. Whole Volt Switch goes through, which is not great fast move denial on my part. So at this point I was like, I could shield, but I'm just going to let this go and start getting ahead on energy on Phalanx. because I think with energy, maybe it could be useful. Like the Mega Horn will hurt. And so I get ahead on energy here. So as you can see, like even a couple of volt switches. And here comes the Hypno. So that's just chunking. So I got to get out of here. Luckily, I have a good matchup here. It's a Shadow Hypno, so I can't take a Thunder Punch or anything from this. That would really hurt. So that's shield up Thunder Punch. So that's good. And in comes a Politoed. So this is not bad because I'm ahead on energy and everything they throw, the Weather Balls are all going to be resisted. So I'm just going to let this go because if it is, I could just come in with the Phalanx. Like I doubt that it was going to be an Earthquake at that point. I always play the Politoed. I never really shielded up the Politoed's first one because it could be Earthquake or it could be Blizzard, right? And if they don't have Earthquake, they're just going to throw Weather Balls, which are resisted. So I would just if it's an Earthquake, I take the hit. That's fine. So take this out. I'm going to come with the Phalanx and just, because I'm at the Mega Horn, I'm like, maybe they won't know the moveset and maybe I can one-shot. And if you guys saw my short, it one-shots. Goodbye, Shadow Hypno. And it is taken out. So that was really fun to land. A Nidoqueen on the lead is tough because I'm going to lose this no matter what. But again, I just need to sneak the one move in here, which I do. Perfect. Shield this up because now I'm going to grab 2 shields back. Because what's going to happen here is I'm going to get to the one move here, which they're going to shield back just to match me. But now I'm going to outpace them because I got that extra move in. So what that's going to allow me to do is grab a second shield or take them out and win switch. So they decide to shield this up, if I remember. Yeah, and now they're going to be able to get me down here, which is too bad. But I'm going to come with Jellicent. And again, poison is resisted. So I'm just going to, if it's Earth Power, I'll eat an Earth Power. And it is. So that does 50%. So that's not insignificant. So now the problem is, I was like, let's just go for the farm down. Now that could be another Earth Power. It's probably a bait, but I've committed to this. So now I've got to. And now so that's unfortunate. So there's an argument that they're maybe not buffer. They maybe not do it early. Maybe not bait early, but okay. So I got the Ice Beam here. But this is tough. So now I come with Falinks. And in comes the Scrafty. So still have a chance here. So my goal was at this point. So this is where it's one weaknesses. My goal is like, I can just counter this down. But between their counters and the power punches, I wouldn't have been able to because they would have probably got to a second power punch before I could have countered them down. So I'm like, great. I need to throw this. Hopefully I have enough to throw here. I was like, I do. Let's just throw the Mega Horn because it's a hard hitting move. I didn't know if it did super effective or neutral. It does neutral, so it does take it pretty low. And I'm like, come on, counter down. So I got it pretty low. And they have an air lace to take me out. So that's super effective. Goodbye. And I was just like, come on, can we get to the move? And they just get to it right as I'm just about to take them out. Or at least get to a move. So they take me out. So good game. Falinks, you know, dealt with Scrafty to a certain extent. Got to move off on Mandibuzz. So it's pretty solid in that game. I remember losing that game and thinking like, oh, that would have been a great showcase. So in this matchup, I was 0 for 4, yeah, on this. So what happened I faced Azio a few times in the lead. And the first few times I threw Dazzling Gleam and they shielded it. And so the one time I threw the Weather Ball, they didn't shield it. So it's just one of those like, just you lose every time. So they let that one go. I am down a shield, but I think I need to let this go. I can't go down 2 shields with this team. So the good news is I'll still be able to get the Weather Ball off here to which should take them out, or at least one Powder Snow away to taking them out, and I still will have energy. Come on, take them out. No, I'm not going to take them out. Azu's a little too tanky for resisted Weather Balls here, so I need to throw the second one. And they shield, and they're taken out. So yeah, I could have... Interesting. So I could have... Oh, because they have Altaria in the back. And if you're coming with an Altaria to my... What else do you have? And why are you not... What do you have in the back that you're coming in with Altaria here and letting that go? So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'll just get ahead on energy here, and I'll shield this up, just come out loaded with energy, and hopefully between the two of them, I can take out whatever in the back. And it's a Cresselia. And I was like, why didn't you come in with the Cresselia onto my... So that's good. So now I can just throw a Shadow Ball here. I need to throw a Shadow Ball here to do as much chip damage as I can, because I think it's Psycho Cut is going to do super effective quick move, even though it's a pretty weak quick move. And it has Moonblast, which is also going to be super effective. So I need to go in here. Come on, counter, counter, counter. And I was like, okay, hopefully I survive a Moonblast. and I just survive a Moonblast. I'm like, okay, throw any move you can. So throw the superpower. We are going to superpower Cresselia. There we go. Failings, take it down. Cress will go down because I lowered, and now I just need to hex down and just hex down in time. So a lot of these are like fun, sort of sweaty matches, more than they need to be, but it was fun to use. So Mew on the lead. Mew, I haven't used Mew yet this season. Again, Mew is just one of the tricky ones because like, what is it running? Is it running Flame Charge? Is it running Wild Charge? Is it running Surf? I assume that was a Surf, so I just let that one go, thinking that I can outpace to 2 Weather Balls here probably before they get to the next Surf. Hopefully grab a shield. Again, I can't come in with Failings. So that's the problem with, I overfarm there, and now I need to shield that up. So that was a little dumb overfarm on my part, because now, oh, we CMP tied. I guess I should probably learn who wins CMP. I know Galvanic should win CMP, most of them, but I don't know the rest of them. Anyways. Okay, you saw that, right? I hit that. For sure I hit that. Or did I just like freeze and not hit that? I swear I hit that. The lag has been not great already this season, which is what I was worried about. So the good news is they really don't want to give up switch, but I do end up taking it anyways here because I'm just going to outpace with these Weather Balls. So that's good because like this back line, you kind of need alignment, right? And this is it. I think this is the one where I realized, did we go down simultaneously here? I think in one of them I tried to farm down the Scrafty. They throw a resistive foul play. Oh no, they switched to Skarmory, so I'm like, okay, let's just do as much chip damage as I can. This will do neutral. So 50%, right? That's not bad on a Skarmory. For Falinks, right? So that's okay, I'll take that 50%. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I can take, looks like one more. I want to build up a bit more and throw here, just so I have some energy coming out, because I cannot take, if I take a foul play, I'm going to be taken out here. And I want to get to the move as soon as I can and get the move off, which is perfect because I need to get the move off. And then one counter should be able to take this out because this will put it pretty low. I'm hoping that they can't, they realize they need to throw the foul play to take me out here. And I think that'll put them energy dry enough that they're not going to get a move off, that I can just one counter for the win. So there we go. Falinks coming through for us in a few games. So it's fun. Again, it's a fun Pokemon to use. Is it a great Pokemon? I think there's better counter users to use, quite honestly. I think, again, as a pure fighter type, I think that having only Superpower and Megahorn are two more energy heavy moves for a pure counter user, right? Because like Machamp, you have Machamp, Primeape, you have like just the basic, maybe not. You have Crush Up for Machamp. No, I think you have Close Combat, but you have like a Night Slash on Primeape. Counter Metachamp has Ice Punch or Power Punch. So there's a lot of other Pokemon who use counter that Deox has Psycho Cut. So all these other counter users have moves that you can get to quicker, I think, than Superpower. I'm not positive on. Megahorn for sure takes a while to get to. So if you want another sort of counter user, I would probably use them over Falinks. But if you want something with something that people will not expect, Hits for Counter is a fighter and has a Megahorn that can surprise Psychics, like I surprised the Hypno. Yeah, Falinks is a good option. Just pair it with, like I said, I paired it with a Ghost and Ice type. But yeah, that's it. Tomorrow, I'll tease it. I'm starting to tease my next videos on the night before. So tonight I'll tease my team, but it's a very, very, very basic team. Not my go-to basic team, but it's pretty basic. Like it's an Umbreon and what is it? Umbreon, Metacham, Pelipper team, I think was the core. It's a pretty like standard team, just because I thought, let's use a standard team. And then I used another one, which I'll showcase Monday, of a team that is less standard, pulling out my Electrode again. And again, Electrode still has play, so I'm excited to show that one on Monday. Anyways, that's it. I'm rambling. Thank you for watching, everyone. Appreciate you watching these videos. Appreciate you liking. Appreciate you commenting on them. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.